You've probably heard of the Galapagos Islands. That's where Charles Darwin was inspired to develop the theory of evolution, and it's home to a huge number of species that you won't find anywhere else on Earth. What you may not know is there's a spot in the Bahamas that may also have a startling variety of life, but we don't know because we've barely scratched the surface exploring it. I'm talking about Andros, the largest island in the Bahamas. You'll want to listen up if you like diving or snorkeling. Snorkeling is really cool, actually. I went snorkeling in Belize for the first time a few months ago, and I was really surprised how much I loved it.
I've never done it. That sounds great.
It's like you're spying on another universe.
Ooh.
Just with all the life down there and just millions of little fishes. And you're just like, wow, it's a big world.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, underwater adventurers, listen up. The thing about Andros is that it's home to more than 200 blue holes. They're underwater cave systems that go as deep as almost 1,000 feet. Blue holes are home to ancient limestone caves carved into the ocean floor. During the ice ages, glacial runoff eroded the limestone earth, and that formed elaborate cave systems. Once the glaciers melted, the sea levels rose and the caves flooded, and that's what created the mysterious blue sinkholes that exist today. When these blue holes are found out in the oceans, they're appropriately named for their indigo centers and light blue perimeters. They follow the rules of the ocean, subject to tides and home to the same species found in the surrounding area. But while these offshore blue holes are visually the most familiar, Andros has more than 175 inland blue holes. They're tucked away in wooded parts of the island, and they're very different from offshore blue holes. And quite frankly, anything else on Earth. They look black thanks to the accumulation of dead bacteria from fallen trees and leaves. From the surface, they look just like swamps, but what lies beneath is incredible. See, because of the reduced tidal flow, these blue holes are sharply stratified by a thin layer of fresh water on the surface. That stops oxygen from reaching the dense salt water below. The result is an ecological anomaly. You end up with an underwater world of prehistoric species that are still capable of surviving in an oxygen-free environment, like that of early Earth. Instead of oxygen, the water is chock full of another gas called hydrogen sulfide, which is potentially fatal to humans. Until recently, very few people have dived in these dangerous inland blue holes, but as of late, scientists have started investigating just how otherworldly they actually are. In 2011, biologists performed DNA analyses of microbes across 5 different Bahamian blue holes and found absolutely no shared species. Thousands of experienced divers flock to Andros every year to get a taste for these underwater marvels, but snorkeling the surface is also a popular activity. Dive in and you may find some clues to the past.